Yeah, man, we're back. The delay's over, man. Cortez returns back in the ATL. My guy Lecrae, what's up, baby?
You already know what it is, man.
What's up, man? You back, man? Took a minute for this album, man.
A minute.
The Anomaly is back, baby.
It's worth it, though. It's worth the wait. I promise you, it's worth the wait.
Right there, Reach Records, the foundation, man. But this is big though, because this is like the big major label collaboration project. Like, what we about to get into, man? What's this project mean to you, man?
It means a lot because it's a journey. You know what I'm saying? It's my journey. It's like, you know, Anomaly was kind of like me saying, yo, I'm an anomaly, and everybody's like, all right, cool, we get it. Now it's like, all right, well, let me explain to you who I am.
And does the car have some significance, man?
The car does have significance, man. If you listen to my song Hammer Time, I said, took my money, built the studio, and took the range back. And this is just me. It's not trying to be nothing. It ain't. it just is. You know what I'm saying?
Good to me, though.
I don't know. I mean, it's listen, man. It gets the job done, but it's like watching old episodes of, like, you know, A Different World or something like that. It's just like,
the comfort, take you that
comfort,
place.
yeah, you feel me? So it's just,
I mean, how much is there? The music, man. About the Blessings is out there with Ty Dolla, a couple records out there, but I'm gonna get the full album experience,
absolutely.
Man.
Let's get it.
Let's get it, man. All right, Lecrae. Yeah, man. Let's get in there, man. Yeah, man. Cortez. Lecrae.
Oh, yes. We in here, man.
Did you feel like, because what, 3 years since Anomaly, right?
Yeah.
How's it feel, man? You're on the verge of just
I'm
now.
just glad to get this music out, man.
Yeah.
It's just like, I've been cooking it for so long that it's just kind of like, it just feels good to just be able to, like, man, hear people, you know what I'm saying? I've been sitting with it and sitting with the story of it all and just like, you know, just the whole nine. So, you know, I went through hell and high water just to get this music, you know, out.
Yeah.
And then I just went through hell and high water just from the standpoint of, you know, life. So this album is me articulating.
So wasn't that you get Grammys and sell these records and everything's easy? Life ain't super easy after that, Lecrae?
That stuff, you know what I'm saying? That don't change nothing. That Grammys and awards and sales, that stuff don't keep your family from getting diseases or losing people you love or keep Tamir Rice from getting shot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you touched on that in one of the songs, right?
Yeah.
What song was that again?
That was on Can't Stop Me Now.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like, that's what this album is. It's like all things work together. It's really kind of like, man, I went through hell, but going through hell, all things ended up working together for my good. It made me stronger, gave me more endurance, made me the person that I'm supposed to be. So that's really kind of the idea. Is like, it ain't pretty, but it comes out, you know, better than it was.
And draw strength, because I mean, you see a lot of times now in music today, you hear a lot about cats battling through depression and just, you know, how, you know, this is a tough world and we're living in tough times right now. And it's like, it seems like we're in constant need of like, looking for strength and motivation from each other, right?
Strength,
and someone like you with the labels they may try to put on you, Christian rapper, this type of thing, they expect you to almost always kind of have the answers, right? I feel like you be our salvation, you be our support system.
Yeah. I can't save you, but I can definitely point you to hope. I mean, you know, that's the bigger picture of the album. It's music for every day of the week. You know what I mean? It's music for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But then you got your Friday, Saturday night turn up. And then, you know, of course with me, you're gonna have Sunday morning music too, obviously. So, you know what I'm saying? So I got all that, man. So yeah, man, you know,
let's get into it, man. How you wanna move, man?
I'm gonna let you hear, you know, I'm gonna play the first joint. It's one of my favorite songs on the project, but it's called Always New. And it's just like, you know, people who was in disbelief, but some people always knew. My mom was one of them, so you'll catch it.
Right here is dedicated to my family, my friends, my lady, everybody that held me down.
Shine a light on me, shine a light on me,
you know what I mean?
shine a light on me, shine a light on me.
They are a bright light in my life, you feel me?
Yeah, hey, shine a light on me. Learned a lot over these last few years. Industry people ain't friends, just peers. I learned that these girls easy like the morning of a Sunday. They don't love you till you're gone like a run bank. Still killing over colors, now it's black and blue. We dying every day, B, we just don't make the news. When you speak out for your race, just watch. They gon' twist and say you hate these cops. I'ma take these shots. How can he love Jesus, Kanye and K-Dot, Martin, Malcolm and Schaefer, Mitsubishi and Maybach? Contradictory, nah, it's complimentary. Understanding me ain't for the simple and elementary. Oh, I know this might go over some heads, but I come from being government fed. Could be running from feds, but now I give the government bread. Cause you playing back the words that I said. I can't believe we made it through. My mama say she ain't surprised, told me that she always knew. My dad ones to the same ones, love to the crew. I told my lady I ain't never met nobody like you. Thank you.
So it's like a reflection of the journey, right?
Yeah, yep, that's exactly what it is. It's just kind of like, let's start it off by just like telling people the journey, you know what I'm saying? Like let me put you in my shoes for a second so you can see the different kind of reality that I'm living before I take you to like, you know, how crazy it gets. Like you ever been to a party with, you know, where Kanye and Rihanna and Jay is walking around, but at the same time, you grew up listening to these people's music, and it's like, you gotta process all this new reality. It's like, you know, ladies in your DMs sending you the joints, and it's like, it's like an overwhelming.
So much access.
Yeah,
almost, right?
new realities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, okay, I gotta sit and process all this. On one end of the spectrum, it's like going to this party, it's like high school again. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, there go the jocks, there go the so-and-so, the cool kids. It's kind of silly. But on the other hand, it's like, yo, I'm meeting people that I never imagined I would meet. And, you know what I'm saying, having conversations and building relationships and just, you know, so it's just kind of like this.
Being respected by your peers, which is important.
Yeah, man.
That's why you make music. You
exactly. That's one of the reasons why I don't just like try to run to the fame and the fortune type of stuff. I like riding through the hood. I like being close because it keeps you connected. It makes you feel like, okay, normal. Yeah. Reality, like that's not real. LA is not real, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Compton is real, but so it's, you know, that's some of the stuff that I appreciate.
And how important is, I guess, your mother and your girl to that process of keeping you grounded?
I mean, hella, like that. I mean, without them, I wouldn't be, you know, who I am, you know what I mean? Because they they're not impressed with this stuff. It's just not, it's like, yo, but did you handle that business? You know what I'm saying? Yo, so-and-so passed away, we need to do da-da-da-da-da. And it just keeps you, you know, in the mindset of being a real human being and not caught up in
when's the next show or whatever. Yeah,
you know what I mean? So, because that's the stuff you value. It's so funny. So I heard somebody say a long time ago, they said, like, little kids wish they was grown-ups so they could be free, and grown-ups wishing they little kids so they could be free. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hindsight's 20/20. It's all perspective, man. So
you played a joint for your mom, yes? She's excited?
Mom's just excited, man. Yeah, she's excited about it. You know what I mean? Like
that's her intro, right?
Yeah, for certain. You know what I mean? For certain. I really shouted her out another one I wanted to play you too, called Come and Get Me. And it's just like, it's really just like after dealing with all the people talking crazy about you and everybody has opinions about you, it's like, I gotta be myself. I gotta be me. I'm the best me there'll ever be. I'm a terrible you though. I can't be who you want me to be. I gotta be me. So it's just like, look, if you feel some type of way, just come get me. Like, what do you want me to do? You know what I mean? Because this is who my mama raised me to be. This is who God created me to be. So DJ Dahi did it.
Oh, dope.
And yeah, it's a serious
one. So it's easy to make them producer calls now, right?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. It comes out, you know, they pick up now. You know what I'm saying? They pick up now, man.
Yeah. Hey, bitch, let it drop right here. You better tell me if you with me. I know the devil trying to stop me. Got these people out here wishing they could pop me. If they want me, come and get me. Man, I ain't scared of none of y'all. The only thing I fear the IRS and God. If you want me, go against me. Nah, they probably better think twice. Got angels over my head, war on my mind. If you want me, come and get me. Well, y'all might as well go in. I'm probably more of a threat to y'all when I'm dead, though. Once upon a time, God opened up my mind, and He showed me I don't have to be a product people buy. With this God-given wisdom, I can climb out the hole. Stay about the system, cause the system never let you go. Speak the truth without no fear. It's gonna root with my career. I've been a mascot out for too long. I ain't come here for no cheers. First of all, let me be clear one time. Let me be real one time. If you want a religious puppet, you gon' have to hang this guy. I've been around the world and seen pretty girls get caged up like sex slaves. Crooked cops done pull me over, treating me like I ain't made in the image of God, and that's so odd. I'm in Sunday service with a snapback, and if you're hating on me, gon' hate. But if you gon' ride, you better tell me if you get me. Well, y'all might as well go ahead. I'm probably more of a threat to y'all when I'm dead, though.
What was the line you said about religious puppet?
Yeah, I said if you want a religious puppet, you're gonna have to hang this guy. Like basically, you know, just the metaphor, the idea of a puppet kind of hanging. It's like you're gonna have to hang me if you want a religious puppet, because I'm not gonna be your religious puppet. I'm not gonna like play your politics or be a part of, you know, whatever kind of stereotypical religious establishment that you want me to be a part of. Like my faith is strong. And my belief in God is strong. You know, I'm devout with it, but at the same time, don't put me in that box that these people is in, because this is your idea of what I need to be, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's really kind of the mindset. You know, the song it's just kind of like, you know, I get picked on every side. So I got folks from, you know, the hip-hop community or music community, like, yo, what is that? Is that, oh, dude be gospel rapping. You know what I'm saying? But then I got people on the Christian side, or the faith side, who's like, man, dude, worldly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't win for losing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like too much for either side. So it's like, man, I'm just running my lane and stay in my lane. And the people.
How do you keep that affecting your approach to music? Does like when you go on a track, like do you kind of block those things out? Does that ever in your creative process?
You know, you address it when you feel it, like right there. It's like I address it. Like, listen, I just can't be who you want me to be, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna confuse you, and not intentionally, but it's because I'm complex and my colors. You want black and white. I'm purple. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the reality that you're gonna have to deal with when you're dealing with me. But that's what Anomaly was all about. It was like saying I'm an anomaly. This album
hit it head on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But this album is just like, yo, I'm living in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just gonna be music. And it's me talking about, you know, the perils and the struggles and the hard times. You know what I'm saying? Like, Blessings with Ty Dolla $ign. It's like, yo, man, like, I done been through it. I'm just grateful. Like, our song came about from visiting somebody who was on death row. I didn't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you say to them? You know what I'm saying? We prayed, you know, talked about the Lord, the whole nine, but at the end of the day, his perspective was so like, man, I'm good, Cray, I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, how's this dude smiling and I'm out in the free world complaining about silly stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like gas prices or something like that. Like, my man's eating his last meal. So it just made me say, like, man, like, before I complain today, let me be grateful I got breath to complain with. Let me count my blessings. And that's like, that was the whole premise, you know, and Ty was rocking with it, and it just...
Let's rock that. I mean, it came out before, but I still want to vibe to that, man.
Yeah.
What was it like with the session with Ty? Like, he got it right away?
Yeah, oh, man, Ty just instantly, like, was like, oh, yeah. I mean, you know, he was like, I'm a fan. Like, he wanted to do another song. He wanted to do a couple of them, and I was like, this the one, Ty. Like, this the one. A lot of people ask me that, but, like, it's hella cool. Like, it wasn't no weird stuff. Like, I think his music background, he loved gospel music and all of that. So it's like, it was like this mutual respect. Like, it wasn't nothing weird or nothing crazy. Like, it was definitely mutual respect, so.
Yeah, Ty does a lot of shit, but I was like, this is more right here. It just felt special, felt collaborative, you know?
If I ever took a loss, I learned a lesson. I won't ever think I'm better than the next man. I've been down before to come up, I ain't stressing. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings. Count it up. Line 'em up. Spider sun shining on me, get my heart up, no matter that trouble surrounding us. They don't see that it's a lot of us. Everybody move anonymous. Don't take that credit, I know what we get it. Them blessings be coming from God above. I was doing all kind of bad, what a quiet, tell him I need a verse. Hit the pew and tell God he's first. Hit the studio, the body and verse. I remember pushing mama little white Hyundai with no gas money. I just bought a car, cash money. I ain't even trying to brag on it. I just tell it how it really is. I ain't tripping, ain't feeling this. I ain't saying I deserve nothing, I'm just trying to talk about the benefits. I've been punching in the clock, trying to keep the kitchen stocked. Man, it's a blessing, cause we ain't never had a lot, but all we need is all we got.
I remember when Anomaly came out, I was like, yeah, that motherfucker album went number one? Number one? rappers, Christian rapper, #1 album, like it's just like uppercut the whole game. Like, it was like, yo, like wow, like and the people, it's gotta feel. You know, what I was talking about too with you is like, I feel like you're very aware of who your fans are, and you're almost very like protective of them. You know what I mean? In the sense of like, you know, what music you share. Like you make some music you feel like it may not be ready to fit this album yet, or what? Like talk about that. How you feel like this sort of, like as much as you keep getting bigger and bigger, I feel like you have this really kind of deep rooted connection with your fan base.
Yeah, cause my fans, I mean, that's who I'm making the music for ultimately. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously you make music to attract people who are outside of your fan base, but at the same time, you know what people are coming for consistently. So, so for me, I feel like I'm almost like building a shield in a sense. Like here's some stuff for the outside world to experience, but my true fans, when they get to the meat of this album, it's like, yo, he talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Like this is us right here, and
we made it here together. Almost.
Yeah, we made it here together. Like a lot of people, man, like, and I know that's people's fear for me too. Is like, oh, you gonna sell out? You know, I even put a song on my Church Clothes album called "Sell Out" because I know that's the anticipation. But that's what everybody's afraid of, is their favorite artist like selling out. Yeah. And for me, it's like, nah, I'm just not about the stuff that I think people are afraid I'll be about. Like I'm not above arrogance or whatever, but I'm just not, it's never gonna be me. Like you're not gonna never see me and Quavo stunting and you know what I'm saying? Like that's just not who Lecrae is. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Quavo, it's all love. Like, but you know, that's
you
just.
You won't be rocking the same chain necessarily.
Nah, I won't be rocking the same chain. I'm not about to be trying to act like, you know what I'm saying? I'm all of a sudden now I wanna bust guns, or now I wanna like talk a money phone, and like that's not who I am. Like I'm like, that's never been who I've, you know, as a artist, that's not who people have known me to be. Yeah. And then my values and my faith, you know what I'm saying? Like that informs everything about who I am. So I can't deny that. I'm not gonna try to like, even when I tell people like, yo, don't call me a Christian rapper, it's not because I deny my Christianity. It's just because I'm saying, let my music breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like let it breathe. Just like, you know, is Kendrick a conscious rapper? Like, and you gonna put him in that box? Like, let his music breathe and let it go as far and wide as it can possibly go. Yeah. And it may pique the consciousness of people who otherwise wouldn't be. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said that, like you think you're excited about the way Kendrick's continued to grow in chance, and like people that sort of touch on similar themes, and like it's not something. It seems more like it's even less of a rarity now for people to really speak on God and really put that out there in a way. You know?
Yeah, it was some pioneering stuff for me, man. Like I didn't have no models. I didn't have no way to do it. I just knew I was a fan of hip hop. God changed my life. I want to talk about stuff that, you know, the culture talks about, and I want to talk about this change that's happened, that the way that I'm seeing the world now. You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of like, you can't be mad at somebody for that. Like, why? I don't get mad at you because you want to talk about how much lean you sipping. That's what you do.
That's your life.
Yeah. It's crazy because, like, I was in New York. I went to go see my man Andy, and he's up in Wash Heights. We was walking. He said, you want to walk over to the Bronx? And I was like, you want to walk? He's like, yeah.
New York style, man.
Yeah, I was like, all right, let's walk. So we walking, and then we get to the Bronx, and this lady comes, and I ain't even told this story to nobody, right? Like no outlets, only friends or whatever. But this lady comes running, like toward us, and her shirt is like half off, so her breast is hanging out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, Andy, what's going on? He said, it's New York, let it happen. I said, all right. She keep running, and she runs to the edge of the bridge, and she climbs up to jump off.
Oh man.
So I just out the corner of my eye saw it. I snatched her, yanked her back down. She had somehow cracked her whole head open. There's blood everywhere. So I'm like, yo, like, I'm trying to wrestle her. Like, yo, chill out. She's like, nah, let me go meet God. I'm trying to go meet God. I'm like, listen, you can meet God right now. And God wants you to live. Like, it's not, he not done with you yet. Like, you need to be here. And it was just like, you know, we got done wrestling or whatever, and then eventually, like, you know, she got detained and they strapped her down, and hopefully she's good now. But that whole experience was like what I want for people. I want people to feel like, yo, it ain't gotta be that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't gotta get to that place. You know what I'm saying? There's hope in the chaos, and hopefully you got somebody in your corner who can grab you, you know what I'm saying, and say, yo. And if you don't, then maybe this album will be that for you.
What's that? Your music serves that too, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
important to
absolutely.
you.
Yeah, man.
It's just a little dirt, it's just a little stain. Trust me, you're still worth it. Don't be so hard on
Listen, now you gon' have to explain to me how the Lord love a little sinner like me. I've been overstressing, I've been second guessing. I was on them Zans for a second, I was feeling so defeated. I thought I was a leader, hurt so many people. All I see is teardrops when I try to go to sleep. I heard you had a soft spot for the black sheep. Offer me forgiveness, well I struggled to receive it. Now would you still love me if I took her home last night? Smoking and sipping on that Patron last night. If I was popping pills, trying to cop a thrill, and I know I'm wrong, but I do it cause it feels so right. Would I still be a child? And would you still be around? If I'm sick of church and tired of praying, it's been a while, I'm hoping that you're patient.
No, I'm yours. Yeah. All good for grace.
Yeah, she crazy, man.
Well, it's music that's growing, man, and good sounding music, man. Definitely
crazy.
passed the car test.
Hey, man. Right on. Appreciate
Let's
you, bro.
do it, brother.
Respect.
Yeah, man. Car test. Yeah.
Bow.